Welcome to the Behind the Drapes podcast. I'm your host, Expo Rich, and I'm here with Rich Stone from EXPOCAD.
How cool is that? Which Rich?
Which Rich. And we are here recording at the SISO CEO Summit here in Austin, Texas. Again, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. And so you and I know each other a long time, and been doing this a while, so I was excited to finally get you on. And
thank you.
And my first time doing these recordings at SISO, so what a better time, right?
Definitely, and what a great spot, right?
Yeah, for sure. So the format is, I like to teach people about the people that are doing the things in the industry that, how we are, what we are and what we do. And then, hence Behind the Drapes.
Right.
So you're giving people a little peek behind the drapes at all the different people that are making it happen. So I'd like to know first, what is your origin story? How did you get here? How did you get to the industry and as a technology partner?
Do we have a couple hours?
We do.
Well, really, like anybody else,
Right.
we fell into it.
Okay.
So we started an engineering software company,
Mm-hmm.
and what a better way to market yourself at a trade show. So we went to a trade show, we had a 10 by 20, and it was at the McCormick Place in Chicago,
Okay.
at a REIT event called the
right.
National Design Engineering Show.
Okay.
This is way back.
Do you still exhibit there?
I don't think they have that
Okay.
show anymore,
Okay.
quite frankly. No, we don't. We're no longer in that business, but certainly what it did was it exposed us to the trade show industry. And that allowed us the ability to see what was done. So we went to the on-site rebook meeting.
Okay.
And we're standing there and we're watching the whiteout. And they used little sticky dots
Okay.
to designate different codes to them, the different colors.
Writing the name in.
Yeah. And then we're watching them dry out in the air of McCormick Place, and they're falling off. And we're like, well, there's probably a better way.
Yeah.
So we thought about that, and then with that, we were exhibiting again, and this outfit came walking by. You may have heard of them. They're known as Freeman companies.
Yeah.
And so the Chicago branch designers were on the show floor looking at CAD systems.
Right. Okay.
They ended up choosing us to put their CAD systems in.
All right.
And that then expanded throughout the entire Freeman family. And then we started working with all the general service contractors. And then they put us kind of in touch with a couple of show organizers.
Okay.
And that helped us to design the software for the organizer side and the software for the contractor side.
Okay.
That's the short version.
Yeah, no, and that's great because as long as I've been doing this, I've been working with you as well. So yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
So-
most every show in North America runs on our software in the beginning and end. So about 8,000 plus events.
Yeah, and I love how year over year, you guys as a company get more and more innovative and adding new toys and new things that can make the event that much better. So
well, we try. Well, we listen. I mean, you guys are in the trenches, if you will, and as software developers, for us to be able to have the type of learning that's needed for what you guys do for a living on the general services contractor side is we rely on your feedback and getting that. That feedback, one of the features is like floor tags.
right.
We didn't have floor tags in there, but someone goes, it would be really cool. Can't you print those out? Oh,
Right.
yeah, actually we can, So,
I think
that kind of stuff.
I think that's the theme that goes across our whole industry. Where if someone asks you, say, "Can you do this?" The word's never no. It's always
That's true.
yes.
Yes.
And then you figure out the solution, right?
Right, you're right. And that's that is so true. I mean, you have to think on your feet in this industry, and because it's a live events industry, you can't. It's not
fast.
like it's not like tomorrow.
Right.
It's
right.
now. So,
yeah. Well, it's the months, not years. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah, we need to solve this in months, not years.
Yeah,
so.
no doubt about it. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm excited in our recent discussions because we're rolling out our partnership in our E3 platform, and from my end, I'm looking at it as such an opportunity to be more value add to the whole ecosystem of what we're doing with floor plans, with the show. We've all run into those problems where we're on the show floor and we're trying to move in a show, and the caterer may have 2 renditions ago, and the electrician might have 1 rendition ago without the updates, and maybe the organizer and the GSC, we're marking the floor with the most up to date, but then the other partners are just behind for one reason or another, a missed email and whatnot.
Absolutely.
And what you've come up with and what we've worked on together is getting this to have everybody together holistically on the same page.
Yes. I mean, that is our goal. The 3E platform is allowing for that so that everyone's on the same data page.
Yes.
So the organizer, you guys, the venue, and what we call part of the virtual corporation, you've got all these other people that are involved in the success of an event.
Right.
So if everyone's got the same data and they know that the ABC company moved from booth 100 to booth 300 or whatever, and all that's known, then if we can eliminate exhibitor headwinds, that's our goal, is to make it as easy as possible for the exhibitor.
Yeah, and also and I didn't even mention the venue, which obviously is one of the most important, because them knowing exactly what's going to happen in their building is definitely important. And also, I mean, the event manager from a venue is organizing all of these third parties that might be third parties that are in-house. I mean, even data and like we talk about utilities. So having everybody on the same page is always the goal, but not always the reality. And this is something that can make it the constant. So.
Well, we appreciate your efforts and openness to give this a try. I mean, I think that it's you have always kind of been on the leading edge of trying stuff out. I mean, you were the first one that I know of on the GC side on AI, for example, and you're doing all kinds of stuff with it. And so with that, looking at another new technology and being able to introduce it, and working with the Miami Beach Convention Center, and Freddie is open to this as well, because again, it's going to be more efficient for his team.
Right.
And it's going to hopefully help out everyone on the downstream, because you guys are, you're the hub of information that's coming from the show organizer. Right. And they're real busy, and they've got their own thing to do as well, right?
Right, and like we say, a missed email could be detrimental, but it's not just like our account manager emailing the updated plan to that event manager. That event manager has a bunch of different shows getting, sending information and going back and forth. So, thinking they're on the most up to date and being is 2 different things. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we are too, and I know that we're moving along with it, and looking forward to seeing what are those things that really make a difference, and looking forward to the feedback and what we can do to even make it better than it is today.
Yeah, and we know this is going to be an evergreen product that we're going to continue to mold and grow, and so so one of the other things is I've been coming to SISO for probably 10 years now. You've probably been coming longer than that.
A lot longer.
Yeah. And how has this been a value add for you to be a sponsor of an organization such as SISO?
Well, SISO is great. I mean, for us as a sponsor, because we're in a face-to-face business.
Yep.
And this brings a lot of the faces that we work with here, and a lot of the faces that we may in the future work with here. And we're not a hard sell company anyways, as you well know. We're never beating your door down for more stuff. But what's nice is to be able to make those relationships, maintain those relationships, and get some things done when you need some things done.
Yeah.
So if the right people are here, and your team might be struggling with conversations with the show organizer's team, for instance, and now you can do it CEO to CEO, and get it done.
Yeah.
And so we've had that opportunity when things are conversation is needed, And so SISO is great for all the above.
Yeah, and then what I also love is they always pick a great destination that keeps us, you know.
I left that out. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah,
You know, I was just, you know, it's all about business.
But also the no, but the the networking aspect, because of our face-to-face industry,
true.
you know, is
That's true.
so important, and it does create or further develop the bonds that we have as you
No
know,
doubt.
bringing the customer vendor relationship into a friendship. So
Yes, well, and I just traded breakfast for drinks tonight, so I
go.
I know that
Good trade, good
Yeah,
trade.
what do you think?
Yeah,
It's good.
well, thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you,
I'm
appreciate
excited
it.
about our next steps.
All right, okay.